Today I'm reviewing the Manchebo Beach Resort and Spa in Aruba. There are a few things I want to mention before I get started. The first is that Aruba is very Americanized and doesn't really have that Caribbean island vibe. I was getting a sense of Vegas mixed with Florida type feel. The second is that there are two types of accommodations, the high-rise building area and a low-rise building area. The high-rise area had that Vegas-y Florida vibe. Seemed like a happening place, but also seemed crowded, like beach chairs crammed together. The low-rise area is quieter and the beach chairs are more spread out. I prefer the relaxing beach vacation, so I opted for the low-rises. If you're looking for some peace and quiet mixed with a little action, you can stay in the low-rises and drive to the high-rises. It's about a 10-minute drive. The third is that the Manchebo allows children, although we didn't see a single kid while we were there. The average guests were couples of all ages. I love this beach. It was wide, it was long, I couldn't reach either end on my walks. I also love the palm trees and palapas scattered throughout the Manchebo Beach area. The thatch roofing and the trees maintain that natural island look. Aruba is windy, which causes some pretty big waves. I personally love it. It makes for an exciting swim. 4.5 stars. This hotel has a laid-back, relaxing vibe. Unlike the high-rises where you almost feel like you have to compete for a spot on the beach. At the Manchebo, there's always a palapa available. They're spread out so you don't feel like you're on top of each other. It's a quiet spot. Even though they allowed children, there weren't any during our stay. The exterior building had an islandy look with the dark wood and thatch roofing. Reminded me of our stay in Moorea. 4.5 stars. The Manchebo has a motel layout, but has that boutique charm. It's only 2 stories high, which makes it harder to see the ocean, but it makes for a quieter experience. The room itself was nothing special. It felt a little dark and old. They tried to make it nice with the modern fixtures in the bathroom, but overall didn't really have that upscale look I was hoping for. There are no screens on the sliding door, so you can't open it to hear the ocean at night. Apparently no hotels in Aruba have screen doors because they don't want to encourage guests to leave their doors open. This helps to prevent mildew. 3.5 stars. We decided to skip the all-inclusive option and explore the restaurants on the island, although we opted for the breakfast buffet for $20 per person per day. It was a good breakfast, lots of options. For dinner, we went to Quinto del Carmen, Chop House, Matthews, Elements, just to name a few. The most memorable restaurants were Ferro Blanco and Passions on the Beach. Ferro Blanco was the restaurant at the California Lighthouse. It had an amazing view and the food was delicious. Passions on the Beach was literally on the beach. I loved the atmosphere and the food was really good too. I noticed that the price of food in Aruba is very reasonable, unlike Hawaii or Tahiti where it's overpriced. There's also a coffee spot in the nearby market called Juan Valdez. This is a Colombian coffee chain. It's a little different, but it's fun to try. 4.5 stars. Not much to do at this resort, which is fine because I don't really participate in activities anyway. I just like to sit on the beach and read a book. They had included yoga classes in the morning at the Scenic Pavilion. Apparently guests from other hotels come to the Manchebo for yoga and Pilates because it's the most beautiful spot for it. They also have a spa, and we booked a couples massage in one of the cabanas. The cabanas are open but private and so close to the water that you can hear while being massaged. 4.5 stars. The pool at the Manchebo was nothing special. It's small and basic, unlike the high-rise resorts. They tried making it look a little less boring with a small waterfall feature. A for effort, but I wasn't that impressed. Most times at resorts, I'll end the day with a swim in the pool, but not there. 2 stars. We mostly went to the casinos after dinner. My favorite casino was the one at the Ritz-Carlton. We also walked around the Villas Plaza at night with all the restaurants and kiosks. We stopped in Gusto, the nightclub. It had a really cool atmosphere and the bartenders were super friendly. Also, the drinks were pretty cheap. Usually after dinner, we just go to sleep, but in Aruba, there's so much to do at night. 5 stars. There were a ton of activities to do in Aruba outside of the resort. We had a car, so we drove down to Baby Beach. It's about a 45-minute drive from the Manchebo. It is highly recommended, but I found it to be really crowded. We also rented jet skis, which I always try to do when I'm on vacation. Also, a lot of people recommend the off-roading Jeep tours. 4.5 stars. Aruba is a lovely island. The beaches are beautiful and there's lots to do during the day and night. The Manchebo Beach Resort and Spa is charming and quiet. The pool in the room didn't quite meet my high standards, but the beach and the atmosphere were really top-notch. It's a great spot for a romantic getaway. I'm rating this trip 4 out of 5 stars.